Okay, we are using the Brightest Glow stamp set, and we'll be using a couple of them for joy. So we're making a soft succulent card today. I have a piece 8.5 by 11, and I cut it in half vertically, and then we fold it to make it 5.5 by 4.25 card. Just set that aside for now. I also have ready the very vanilla inside of the card, cut at 4 by 5.25. That's for the inside of our card. This is a scrapple Stampin'. And then we have a couple of pieces of Designer Series paper, the Lights Aglow. We will be embossing this gorgeous piece of paper. And this is just a fun little accent we're going to be using. This is approximately 2.5 by 3.5. And this is 2 by 4 by 2 by 5.25. Okay, I had to bring my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss today because we are using a full-size embossing fold, and that will not fit in the mini machine. So, got my big machine, and then I put down the base plate, and this is a 3D embossing folder, so I do not need those. I'm taking my 2-inch strip of Designer Series paper and laying it in the embossing folder and putting that in the machine, and then the embossing plate, which is number 4. Send it through. I'm going to go ahead and move this machine because we do not need it yet. We will need it in a little bit. Okay. Show you what we have here. We have embossed some music on this. I don't know if you could see it. It was sticking there, but I embossed it this direction so that the lines of music follow the lines of the Designer Series paper. You can actually see the debossed images maybe a little better on the back. I'm not sure. But there's that. I'm going to set it aside for now. Grab my Stamparatus. And we're going to start doing some stamping. We're going to stamp a couple of sentiments on our scrap piece of Very Vanilla I brought down here. Line it up with the little Stampin' Up square so I know where to put it back if it comes up. And I'm going to stamp 2 separate sentiments on this: joy and let your heart be light. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp them both at once. I haven't put my sticker on joy yet, but that's okay. And I'll be using the cherry cobbler ink. I need to do a little bit more, I think, on let your heart be light. Now I will move this paper out and use my shimmy to clean up stamps and the stamparatus. And then we're going to do the inside of the card. And I want to use the Hope and Peace stamp set for the inside of this card. Same thing, I always line it up by the Stampin' Up block so that if it moves, I know where to put it. And tidings of comfort and joy. That's what I'm using for that. And I think I will add a tree here in a minute. Clean up this stamp. Close my cherry cobbler ink. And then I'm getting out Evening Evergreen. We are going to do a see. I was thinking I would need to get out my size E block because it's a large stamp, but then I realized one of the benefits of having the Stamparatus is that you don't need to get a different size block. Your Stamparatus will work for everything. Let's pop it over there. And get up with the Evening Evergreen. That is the right shade of color I wanted. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit. So I know it's not fun for you to watch, but it certainly helps me clean as I go. This way, I'm done stamping for now. Well, actually, for this card, I'm finished with my stamping. And I'm going to grab my cut and emboss again. And go ahead and cut these sentiments we did. Your space plate, and then the thin die, the die adapter, and then the two cutting plates. There's one. Then we'll put on our stamped page. Grab my circle from the Labels Aglow dies. This is what we're using. I'm going to do each of the sentiments with it. First one through. And we'll set it back up again for the second one. All of these over here. And then we're going to start putting this card in. Okay. Grab all my pieces. And my glue. And here we go. Let's put the inside in first. going to use the glue bottle to kind of press that down. I've noticed more often than not, I will have ink on my fingers. And so when I try to rub it down with my fingers, it gets ink all over. And now I'm putting the glue on the back of our Music Embossed Designer Series paper. And next, our rectangle of Designer Series paper with the gold trees. And then we're going to put on our sentiment circles using dimension. I'm only going to put one dimensional per circle. There's joy and let your heart be light. Trying to decide which way I want them. Take this way that I had them first, with joy at the top. And let your heart be light at the bottom. And there we have it, our joy advent card. Let your heart be light, and I still wish that you could see just how amazing this is embossed. You'll have to do it for yourself. Then you open it up, and tidings of comfort and joy on the inside. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you back here next Thursday for our final advent card on peace. But December has 5 Thursdays, so come back the following week and we're going to make a New Year's card. See you then.